Andrew, number 1 through 300. Give me one.
182.
Describe a time when you observed me carefully without my knowledge and felt positive feelings toward me. Go ahead. Describe it.
I have to describe.
Ben, don't be afraid to join in.
Ben, have
Where
you
I
ever
just stared at you and thought nice things?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Positively. Thank you. Please.
Damn.
That's assuming I think positively.
Those are nice calves.
Oh, I thank you. I love my calves.
Wow, that son of a gun is playing bass better than me.
Oh, damn.
Oh. There have been times where I've seen Ben from afar just staring and not being a part of a conversation and just being like,
It's like every week for like 5 minutes.
and I'm like, hey, he's thinking a lot behind those eyes right now.
Really not.
Meanwhile, there's
Really
just
not. It's just checked out.
What is going on, everyone out there? In
Hey,
YouTube?
do you know the average person walks by up to 36 killers in their lifetime?
What the fuck?
Okay.
Do you know? Well, now you do.
Is that? Hold up! He just threw me the fuck.
Just going right out the gate with this one.
What prompted that?
Just, you know,
I'm
not trying to say anything.
I do love a good fun fact. Now, do you think our averages are higher being as we grew up in Florida?
That's a good question.
Or is it, state dependent, you think?
I don't know. The exact thing that I saw, which was posted by the New York Post, which is how I originally saw it, was the average person walks by a minimum of 16, but up to 36 murderers in their lifetime.
Dope. I wonder who I've met. Actually, I know for one. I know I've met one killer, but that's a deep dark.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah, that's a story right there.
Is his name Tyler?
Yes, it's Tyler.
I never met him. Actually, it's someone else. It was when I was in North Dakota.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Taylor has okay. I'm getting suspicious. You got ties to people around the country that are killers.
Yeah, I got a little government or not government, a little secret organization.
Pays to know people.
It's random that you brought that up because the hot story out here in Portland right now is the media and the public believe that there is a serial killer on the loose right now.
Yeah, dude.
There's always a serial killer on the loose.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's just a matter of time.
They've found 7 bodies spread out throughout the Portland metro area over the last 6 months. Some they can't even. It's unidentifiable of the bodies. They can't.
Yeah, very unidentifiable.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been serial killer talk's been heavy out here right now. So it's funny that you brought that up. That's why it threw me off because like, why are you bringing that up?
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know this was like the land of serial killers. Also, like the Zodiac killer. I-5 killer,
America?
Ted Bundy. Do you really remember serial killers in Florida? I don't.
The moniker,
remember.
The moniker of serial killer was birthed in America.
There was like a massive serial killer in Florida. What are you talking about?
Who?
What's his face? He went to the University of Florida campus. Wasn't that it?
I do remember hearing something about that.
Wait, wasn't that Ted Bundy? Oh no, that was FSU. That was FSU. No,
it's still Florida.
I do know what you're talking about. My stepdad's from Gainesville. They have a big mural that no one ever touches there. I want to say they killed like 6 students or something on campus, that person or some shit. But
Howell Donaldson was one.
Sure.
That's a name.
Who else is there, Andrew? Go ahead. Let the white girls get excited that are listening to this. We're talking serial killers
Let's
today,
see.
apparently.
Who is the most famous serial killer in Florida? Danny Rolling, Gainesville. A serial killer was popularly known as the Gainesville Ripper, and one of the most notorious serial killers that terrorized Florida. Killed 4 students.
Yeah, back in like the 80s, I believe.
Up your game, bro.
I mean, the mayor of Ocala is a part of the Ku Klux Klan. So
what?
Really?
Okay, fact check me here.
Okay.
Either was or is.
Mayor of who? Ocala?
Yeah.
So does that make a day to remember to be white supremacist?
Ocala's mayor, Kent Gwynn, is again facing an accusation of racism and being part of the Ku Klux Klan.
Again.
The accusation was made after he signed a proclamation making April 26, 2019 as Confederate Memorial Day.
Oh my god!
In Ocala.
Oh my god! Why is a day to remember loving their hometown? Jesus Christ!
They don't. The whole song is literally "I hate this town."
So washed up.
But they always play shows there.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had no idea about it. I mean, it's not shocking. The whole central part of Florida is you got beaches and then you got fucking inbreds. As you get more central in Florida, it's rough out there. But
everyone goes to Florida for the beaches, but real Florida is yee and like empanadas.
Publix, thank you very much.
Yeah, Publix, yeah.
You got thunderstorms, you got Publix, you got empanadas, yes, and then very tan New York men on the beach. Old men in Speedos that don't belong.
Yeah.
Speaking of New York, y'all see it on fire right now?
Yeah.
Those images are insane.
It looks like friggin' Blade Runner.
Yes!
The sequel movie. All those filters. Oh my god.
Jesus. It's from the wildfires up in Canada. I was blowing all the smoke down, and the report said New York City is has the most unhealthy air in the world right now.
Yep.
Out of everywhere, which is, I mean, granted, it's New York. Always smells like shit. It's. But
everyone I work with at my job, they're based in New York, and everybody that I work with lives in New York or in the surrounding area. I had a couple meetings today, and all of them were like coughing and hacking, and I'm like, I don't envy y'all. One of the guys that I was in meeting with, he took a picture of the sun, and it looked like the freaking setting suns on Tatooine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so crazy. They said it's like the equivalent. If you breathe it for 24 hours, it's like smoking 6 cigarettes.
Hell yeah, dude! Sign me up.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shane's
gonna be just walking out into the streets of New York.
Everybody else is shutting their windows, and Ben's just like running like this, arms wide open.
Patrick Star style.
I am going to be having my first New York experience in August.
You're going to New York without me?
I'm going to New York.
The two different people here.
Really? Yeah, you're going without me, and the other one's like, I'm sorry. I mean, it's all expenses paid. Staying at a nice hotel. It's for work.
You free trip to New York is the best way to go. Yeah, right. I have 20 minutes of Salesforce experience.
Still looking for a job, bud. Hit me up.
New York, I love New York. It's a place I just, that energy is just, it's crazy, but I could never live there. I don't know. Unless
You've come to that realization?
Yeah, unless I'm rich and I got a nice ass fucking brownstone or something like that, and I ain't got to walk 20,000 steps a day. Yeah, I can't live there.
I don't know where I thought that sentence was going.
What part?
I don't know. You said I got a nice ass brown something.
Oh,
and I'm like,
what the fuck?
I didn't know where it was going. That's all.
What was the name of that Ocala mayor?
Kent something? Is it right?
Shut up, Kent.
Oh, okay. It's the last time I do research for you. No, I'm excited though because I mean I'll be there on a Wednesday through a Friday in early August, and I get free time on Wednesday and on Friday to go explore. So I'll be spending like 4 or 5 hours the first day and the same amount of time on Friday to just explore and shoot and stuff around the city.
I will let you. When you going again? What time?
Wednesday the 9th through Friday the 11th.
I meant as in what month? I meant, sorry.
August.
Oh, you're going to. Oh,
it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot as balls.
Yeah.
Oh my. Ooh, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to ride the subway at least once. Them subways are gonna stank. Let me tell you what. Right now.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. Good luck. But I will.
So.
I'll give you some places to go to. I've been there quite a few times now. Ben, how are you, buddy?
Don't ask that question. Don't ask silly questions. Don't ask silly questions.
I heard when we were on the phone earlier, I swear I thought you were at a bar, so I was like, is he drinking his day away? What's going on?
I was at a Chipotle because I needed food.
Oh, okay, sorry. I heard bottles and stuff.
Yeah. Nope. I was eating a meal.
I haven't been at a Chipotle since living in Port St. Lucie.
It hasn't changed. It's the same freaking thing.
No, it has changed. It's gotten worse, and you're talking to a Chipotle-holic over here. It's gotten way worse.
It's white people Mexican, so I don't know how worse you can get. Like it's not ever good.
You call Chipotle not Mexican, or not? Sorry, you call Chili's not Mexican. Are you calling Chipotle Mexican? Because they're both. Southwest.
It's like an attempt.
Tex kind of.
Yeah. What is Chipotle? Here's a bowl of cilantro.
Let's break it down for us.
It's a pepper.
It's a little bit of spice. You put it in a bowl with some meat and your little beans and rice.
Meat.
You put a little meat in there. It's a good old day, you know what I mean?
Spicy meat.
Yeah, Chipotle. Yeah, I want some Chipotle. Yeah, dude, Chipotle. It's fine. It's a bowl. You eat it. You're sustained. You gotta shit your brains out 5 minutes later, and then you're good to go for the rest of the day.
That's all it is. I'm still stuck.
Man, I'm feeling really hydrated today. Maybe I should have some Chipotle to get hydrated.
Yeah, you gotta balance it out.
There goes any Chipotle sponsorship we were thinking of. I'm sorry, y'all. I did not listen to a word y'all said after the mate.
Spicy meat. I don't know what the hell that was.
I don't either. Andrew, don't you have a Chipotle delivery story when you were doing DoorDash, or was that something else I was thinking of?
I mean, I did deliver it a couple times, but
I thought I remember specifically there was one. Like I thought it was a Chipotle, but I thought there was like a crazy one you had.
Not with Chipotle, but I did have a couple. I did have a weird Subway one.
Oh, okay, maybe it was Subway.
I was shortly after we moved back to Florida the first time, or the last time. I mean, I was doing DoorDash in Vero, and I had a delivery that was Subway. First of all, Subway. Second of all, the person had a request. I thought for some reason maybe this guy they weren't home or something, and they were about to be, but it was still weird. They requested that I hide the bag in the culvert under their driveway,
in that little hole where the water goes through,
where the water passes through. And there was water there. So I get there. There's a car in the driveway. I'm like, why am I putting this in the culvert? And I texted them to make sure. I'm like, is this right? And they're like, put it there.
Put it there.
Just put it there.
Put it there.
So I did. And I look up, and they're looking like this through the blinds, and I see wide eyes like this.
What the fuck?
Watching me. And I'm like, what is happening? So I'm like, I just kind of like, and that's the other thing. If you don't hand it in their hands, you have to take a picture. So I'm taking a picture of Subway in a culvert under the driveway. I'm like, this is so friggin' weird.
As a photographer, that has to be one photo you never thought you would take.
Yeah. It's like, is this Floridian art? What is it? And so I back out of the driveway, and they're still looking. I pull away, and I see a lady. It was a lady walking, kind of skipping through the grass in her socks on her tiptoes to get to it, almost like the Pink Panther prance where they're like trying to be sneaky. I'm like, what?
No crackhead when I see one.
I had another one that was also in Vero where they were actually a repeat customer, because I was doing this for months when I first moved there. It was this big family, and they always ordered McDonald's. That was like a mile away.
You can't get fast food delivered. That shit's cold as ice by the time it gets to you.
Well, it was fine because they didn't order fries and stuff. They didn't order normal things off the menu. Their usual order was 18 honey packets. Little boxes of honey. 18. It was the same number every time. I don't know what they were doing with it. I always handed it to their hands and they acted like it was the most normal thing in the world. That's literally the only thing they would ever order is just McDonald's honey.
They had someone tied up in the basement and they were dripping honey slowly down.
It's something they're torturing. Yeah.
What?
I like to cover myself in honey.
What if it was
specifically McDonald's honey?
It's some secret organization that's their payment or something like that. And they pay in McDonald's honey. It means like a unit of $1,000 or some shit.
The mob of Vero.
Yeah.
Just, like you're behind on your payments.
Yo,
I got it. There's the guy's coming right now. We're gonna take your kneecap. Walk up the 18 packets of honey. I have no idea.
Yeah, yes. Dude. I'm sorry. I did Uber before we moved out to Oregon for a few months down in Palm Beach. And I had this lady one day. It was a trailer park, all right? It was not like your rundown trailer park, like one of those nice Florida trailer parks where everyone's got their yard and everything like that. So it wasn't like a garbage one, but us Floridians, we know what's up. And she comes out looking all pissed. She's like in work attire. She was going to work a restaurant. I think she was a hostess. Middle-aged woman. I know she's new to the country. She told me we were chatting for a second. She told me where she was from and stuff. And Middle Eastern. I can't remember what country though. And she gets on the phone and starts automatically yelling at this man on the phone in my back seat. And this was like my second day Ubering. So I'm already like, oh boy, here we go.
Sounds normal.
Yeah, right. It's like 9 a.m. on a Tuesday. I avoid the nights get away from the drunks and everyone yelling.
Yeah.
Just because, but here we go already and shit. She's like yelling at this man like, you brought me to this country and I live in a trailer. You're scum, blah, blah, blah. If you don't give me $1,000 to go shopping this weekend, I'm going to go sleep with the next man I see. And in my head, I went like,
okay.
Oh. I'm
not
like,
me.
No,
that's a fair argument.
No, it's just I'm like, am I being punked right now? Like, what is happening? And she was going crazy on him like nonstop. Thank God it wasn't that far of a drive and shit, but she was still yelling at him as she got out of the car. But she slammed my door and that pissed me off. But I just had to get the hell out of there and shit. But that was really my only one. I never had.
All right.
Yeah. I know I picked this one girl up like 4 times in the same week from 4 different houses to go home. I was like, I don't know what you're doing. That's your business. That's the only other, like the strange one I had and stuff like that. You hear horror stories though. I've seen some crazy stories. I wish I had video footage of all of them.
Sorry, go ahead.
All I'm saying is don't talk to me in an Uber. Like
there needs to be options for that.
No, just don't talk to me. Like you're here to transport me. I got earbuds in. Stop talking. Like I appreciate you. I'll tip you.
100%. Yeah. I would always give the courtship of like, do I have the right fucking person? And then I'll let them dictate if we want to chat.
You say that exact thing. Hey,
get the fuck in the car.
They would say, because I Ubered when I moved here, and then like they would say, hey, I'm like, what's up, man? Cool. Yep. Go ahead. Yep. All right. How's work been? I'm like, buddy, I sell bullshit TVs. All right. Stop talking. Like, no, this isn't, we're not friends. Like, unless you're going to come in and buy my stuff. Shh.
Oh, dude, the Ubers that you get in Asheville are next level. They're next weird. Level.
If you can get one, there's like 3 drivers here.
Because when we first moved, I Ubered home almost every day from work.
That got expensive.
Yeah, it did. It sucked. Especially because some of the people were just like crazy. Lots of hippie chicks. Like I'd get in their car. I'd get in the car, and this one girl had the entire dash of her car set up with like hay and fake grass, and had whole dinosaur scenes, like plastic dinosaurs, like grazing in the meadow on her dashboard. And same thing behind my head. I had a guy pick me up and tell me about how big pharma is nothing but, whatever. He doesn't need
brother.
He doesn't need medication. Every time he has a headache, he just walks out and rubs his face on a leaf in the tree in his yard and he feels better.
Okay.
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 I mean, you get some weird people talking to you in Nashville. So I definitely, I feel for Ben there. Just shut up, please. I don't want it. Just please.
Stop talking.
You should check on your Uber account that you're deaf and you can't talk, so they won't ever attempt to talk to you.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, Andrew.
That's not where I was trying to go, but it just happened. Y'all shouldn't have called me a villain a couple episodes ago because it stuck with me.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, villain.
Okay. No, that's a good idea, actually. But I never got, I did like delivery stuff, and my main job was as a delivery driver in Asheville forever and in Portland, but I never got into the Uber thing specifically for the people aspect.
Yeah.
Like just in your car behind you. You remember that one story of the lady who got an Uber to a Home Depot, went in, bought a machete, came out
and he came out
the dude's shoulder?
Yeah, I fucking killed the guy.
Yeah.
I want to say there are more drivers that are attacked and killed than there are actual people, like riders and stuff. And I've always told that to people that are like scared to put their kids in the car, like, well, not their kids, but it's like teenagers and stuff like that. It's like those drivers are way more at risk of being hurt than your backseat kids. Because I actually just signed up for Uber this week. It's been a process for like the last month trying to get ready for it. And the background checks, the reports, the insurance paperwork, everything I have to go through. I mean, it was like I did one thing and it was another thing. I think I did like 10 or 11 different steps, and I'm still not fully signed up. I just got to do this little training course and everything. But yeah, it's insane how to become a driver these days. Absolutely insane. It's risky too. I could start driving if I want to, and I'm like kind of hesitant just because I don't want to talk to people. I mostly signed up for it because y'all know me. My foot flares up every once in a while, and I can't freaking walk. So it's yes, the gout, Andrew. Thank you. And just how's the pup doing?
Oh, he's doing great. He's doing great.
Has he attacked the cats yet?
No, the cats attack him.
Oh, how does he handle
keep
that?
Him. He just wants to be friends.
That's sweet.
Yeah. What the hell, man?
Oh, he's a sweet boy.
This is what you call clickbait material, all right? Yes, I'm for the dog.
I've lost all track of thought. Y'all want to play a game? It's game time.
You want to play a game?
We're playing games. We're playing games.
I like games.
We're playing games. We're going to test y'all's spelling knowledge this week.
Oh, great.
I love having you guys.
Grate.
No. I love
Andrew, are you processing the word great?
Yes, I am.
You look so hard into the sky like, huh.
I don't know why, but I thought you said Jrite, and I was like, did I hear that right? I don't know.
I have a list that I came across of every state's most searched word that people, you type into Google, like, did I spell this word right and shit like that. And some of the words on here are, wow. like
misspelled or?
Well, for instance, in Idaho, the most searched word on how to spell is Idaho. And I'm not even joking.
Okay.
I'm not joking. Speaking of which, does anyone know how to spell? How do you spell Idaho, Andrew?
Idaho.
Good job. I'm proud of you. I was thinking we go.
I'm so nervous.
I think we're going to go one by one, and I'm going to let y'all pick a state. And we're going to. So, who wants to go first? Who wants to start us off here?
Hey, how about Idaho?
I want Andrew to go first because this is mildly intriguing now.
Well, we're not doing Idaho. No, we're not doing it. That was a sample question.
Okay.
Give me a state.
Let's go with the home state, Florida.
Florida. Of course, this list is in alphabetical, so I have to search for it. Here we go. Florida. The number one Most searched word to learn how to spell in Florida is separate. As in separate two things.
I don't know why.
Don't breathe in. Don't give a breathing.
Suffocation.
You remember the spelling bee vine, that iridociclitis?
Yes.
That's the only thing that's coming to my mind right now. Yeah.
All I'm thinking about is the Derek comedy sketch, which we will not repeat, will we? No.
It doesn't ring a bell. I'm not sure.
Donald Glover's early YouTube days, and it's
okay.
It's a wild one.
Andrew, quit searching while you're stalling right here. Separate right now.
I'm not searching. I'm holding pliers and a paintbrush.
What? Clip that.
What's weird about that?
Clip that, Jamal.
All right, separate. separate.
Oh, I was about to get you ass if you didn't say that E. Good job.
Yay.
1 point for Andrew. Ben, stake me.
State denial.
I don't know. Let's go with North Carolina.
North Carolina. The number one most misspelled word in the state of North Carolina is multiplication.
Okay.
MUL.
Yes.
PIPLICATION.
Good job.
Yeah.
I had to remember the word as I'm like spelling it out. I'm like, wait, hold on. What? Okay. Yeah.
Andrew, your turn.
Let's go with Delaware.
Delaware? Who the fuck picks Delaware?
I don't know. Okay.
Are you having a hard time remembering states?
See, I'm going to have a harder time remembering what's a state. Like, I go 4.
We're going to get like 10 in, and Taylor's going to be like, hello, keep it going.
I hope y'all don't just nail this, because I figured since y'all sucked at trivia, y'all would suck at spelling also, but maybe I'm just wrong. Delaware's number one most misspelled word is daughter.
And I picked this, right? Yeah, okay. I already forgot.
Yes, Andrew. Jesus Christ.
DAUGHTER.
Ding, ding, ding. Good job.
Yay. See, my reading's paying off here.
Daughter is like not what I just imagine them spelling it DAUTER.
Doubter.
Ben, give me a word.
Alabama.
Cousin.
That's probably gonna be if you can't spell it,
SISTER.
Where is that?
SPOUSE.
Alabama's number one most misspelled word. I'm ignoring you. What did you just say?
Every time, this has been a thing that I've found lately. Every time I can spell good, but every time someone just spells something out loud, my brain lags and I have to process it to figure it out.
Taylor, I think Andrew needs to go to SLEEP.
Stop! What are you?
What?
Oh, sleep. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. What's the word?
Bird.
Oh, okay.
Alabama's most misspelled word is exercise.
Okay.
Exercise.
EXCERCISE.
EXE. Spell that again. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the word.
EXCERCISE.
Did you say EXC?
I think so.
That's wrong.
I think so.
It's not exercise. It's
Then say it properly.
I said exercise. It's the word. Why would I spell? What?
I was thinking of like exorcism. I don't know why.
Exercise.
But I'm pretty sure exorcism is spelled the same.
That's wrong.
Who says exercise? It's workout, okay?
Apparently in Alabama they say exercise. Andrew, you took a nice lead here, 2-1.
Yay.
Now pick a word and we will shame you.
Pick a word.
Or pick a state. I'm sorry. There's so many words right now going on.
Alaska.
Oh, wow. Wow. You're going to laugh at this.
Oh, God. I'm scared.
You shouldn't be. Alaska's most misspelled word is cheese.
What kind of uncultured swine?
Andrew has cheese tattooed on him. I hope he knows how to spell it. He doesn't, but he should.
Cheese.
Good job.
That was just so oversold to me that I was like, am I going to mess this up?
Started doubting yourself?
Started doubting myself.
All right, 3-1. Ben.
Jeez,
Georgia.
Really?
Georgia. Where are you? Really? The word is little.
Little.
Good job.
Little?
See, I thought this would be better. I'm sorry, guys.
Little?
Just find the most weird ones, okay? Just say like this state has a hard thing.
Oh, this one messes people up a little bit. Andrew, I'm coming to you.
Oh, great.
It's your turn anyways. Washington's most misspelled word is experience.
EXPERIENCE.
Damn. Good job. Okay. Good enough.
Hey, I'm kind of good at this.
Ben, New Mexico's most misspelled word, baloney.
Well, that's the easy one. BOLOGNA.
Bologna.
I don't know. Some of these are... Andrew,
Yeah.
Tennessee's most misspelled word, pneumonia.
Oh, why?
Ooh.
Oh, this might get me. I know it's spelled unnecessarily. And it does not start with an N. Does it? Am I going crazy? Does it start with an A?
I'm not saying shit, bitch.
Oh,
Spell it.
Animonia? That's aluminium, dude.
Maybe I'm thinking something else. Pneumonia.
It's pneumonia.
It's what?
I'm just trying to confuse you. Sorry.
Well, congrats. You did it. It worked. Oh, shit. I have
Just
no
attempt
idea.
it. Just attempt it.
Okay, I'm going to say...
We got him.
I know it's wrong, but I'm going to start with an N anyways, because I can't remember the other letter. N-U... Wait, what's the word? You got me so bad right now.
Pneumonia.
All right, I'm just going to go exactly how it sounds. N-U-M-O-N-I-A.
You're just done. Stop. It starts with a P. Starts with a P.
P. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Why it starts with a P? You know.
Yeah.
Fuck whoever did that. It's PNEUMONIA.
Okay, that sounds. Yeah. Okay, that sounds right.
Otherwise,
it's weird. It's weird
pneumonia.
I'm still holding this. It's weird that it sounds right when it really sounds so wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways.
I got a hard one for Ben.
You do, huh?
Here we go. Utah's most misspelled word, and it might be the hardest one on here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Pneumonia. Boutonniere.
What? Okay.
As in, like
I know the boutonniere, what you put on your chest.
I'm glad I don't have this one.
I got one more each for y'all after this one.
This one's a weird one too because it's like I don't know, BUETI.
You're just way off already.
Yep.
I'm sitting here like, hey, that's a good guess, and you're like, no,
awful. Yeah. God awful.
It's a weird one because it's IERE.
Yeah,
at the end.
BOUTONNIERE.
Yeah, screw that.
Give props to Utah for actually having a hard word on there to have to search.
I mean, that's an understandable. Like nobody uses that word except for one time in high school. Like that's it.
Here we go. Andrew, your last one.
Yes.
The number one most misspelled word in Hawaii is Kauai, the island. You're going to fuck this one up. I know
it. Kuwai.
The fuck you just say?
I don't actually even know the word that you just said.
Kauai. So. It's one of the islands. It's the island that Jade and I went to and got engaged on.
Is there an apostrophe in it? Oh, you're
no.
not going to tell me. Oh, there is?
Well, I think, in technical spelling, but we're not counting that. It's not on here anyways.
I stand by what I said.
It's Kauai. That's where the AI base is.
Yeah, I would not have. Oh, that's where it's going to come from? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
One more for Ben before we move on. Ben, can you spell Nevada's most misspelled word? Seizure.
Seizure.
Yeah.
Good job,
everyone. So what are we at? Because I felt confident in the beginning, and then I was like, oh.
Y'all both suck together. It's all good. We're all losers here for doing what we're doing. So, pat yourself on the back. We're good.
No, I want to know who won.
Well, it wasn't you. I'm giving it to Ben. Get over it. How do y'all spell gray? I've never understood which way it's supposed to be. What is the rule here?
They're both acceptable. It's just different countries.
Why is it both acceptable?
Because GREY and GRAY it's gray.
It's gray, man.
But how can you misspell? How can you spell something twice? How can you spell something two different ways and it'd be correct?
Because the English language makes zero sense.
Every other word you spell differently. It's like, no, you're a fucking idiot.
It's cultural, isn't it? It's like America versus UK. Isn't that where the difference comes in?
I'm guessing.
But it's both of it. It's widely accepted. It's like color. We spell it COLOR. See, I almost tripped up there. But they spell it, and in Canada it's COLOUR.
So if I spell gray the English way, England way, in the United States, I'll get marked wrong. If you were in a spelling bee in the United States, you spell gray.
Point. Spelling bee.
Why are you at the age of 32 or 3? You just had a birthday.
32. Thank you, son of a bitch.
Oh, dang. 32 at a spelling bee. Like, no. No. And if Chad, the guy who works in the back, is asking you how to spell gray, then you're in a weird kind of place to work at,
Chad.
What's the American way?
The American way is GRAY.
Okay, good. I was seeing if y'all knew. Yeah, I've always spelt it however I was feeling. Whatever came out of my hand was always how I spelt gray. So, and color.
This is gonna sound sad, but isn't 50 Shades of Grey isn't spelled with an E?
Yeah, because that's his last name. Don't ask me why I know
that's
these things.
right. That's right.
Ben,
that's
you were
right.
really, really fast with that.
Hey,
you have
really
to understand what you hate. To overcome the darkness, you must become it.
There's a hotel that they apparently go to in that book that's in downtown Portland. And I walked into it doing a delivery for GoPuff. I was like, so this is the sex hotel, huh? And they're like, the guy just had such a face on him that was just like, I fucking hate you. The front counter guy. Oh, shit. Well, good job, everyone. The spelling bee.
Thanks.
Y'all did way better than I thought. When we did that trivia sesh, and the reason we haven't done it since then, that went way worse than I thought back then. So y'all,
it was fun though. We gotta do it again. We gotta do that again.
You really want to embarrass yourself again like that?
That was fun. Yes, it was fun.
Ben, did you have fun during that trivia night?
I honestly don't remember which one we're talking. Yeah, there's so many games. We just
remember we were just yelling honk at each other all night.
Honk. That's right. The night of the
That's where one of our best bits came from.
The night of the honk.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring it back one more time. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, boys. I went to an arcade the other day. You like that? You like that? You like that? I lost train of thought.
You're like, all right, let's get serious.
Let's get serious. I actually have a serious question for you guys.
Okay.
I need to work on my segments. I ain't gonna lie. Went to what's called Quarter World right down the street the other night. All right.
Quarter World?
Quarter World. It's an arcade for adults. They have old school. They got new school.
Okay.
A little bit of everything. It's a bar. All that shit.
But do they have time stoppers? Not time stoppers.
Time Crisis?
Time Crisis.
They do. They got.
Oh, so this is an actual So this is an actual arcade, not a gambling den.
No, that's the other place. That's okay. I have no name for it. But no. Anyways, it's an old movie theater too. So it's like got a big old marquee out front and stuff. It's pretty cool. We went in, we played and stuff. Jade and I are about as competitive as it gets when it comes to air hockey. We play it every time we see a machine. Andrew can vouch. We played it. He was there on me and Jade's first date, and we had a tournament. She whooped all of our asses, and we were all a little bitter. It is what it is.
Oh, that's right. She kicked all of our asses. That's
yeah,
right.
We got cocky because we all were playing air hockey like crazy there for a minute.
Did she block the goal?
No.
Oh, okay. Impressive.
No, she just
because if you win air hockey by guarding the goal, you're trash.
It's
trash immediately.
No. She ain't like all that. It's to the point where Jade and I, anytime, honestly, if we go like out of town, we have to find an arcade just to play air hockey. It's just our thing, whatever. We were playing. Let me just ask you the question before I even get to the story. What is proper arcade etiquette for next person on game?
You put a quarter.
If people are playing, like Jade and I are playing a round of air hockey, but we wanted to play twice, is that okay? If there's people waiting,
do you have a quarter? Do you have a quarter on there?
No.
Well, then that's.
But they didn't. No one put a quarter down. Anyways, it wasn't like.
Well, then that's their fault for not knowing arcade etiquette.
So
it sounds to me like a bunch of y'all just didn't know what was going on and just playing a gun.
I mean, it's true. It's true.
So what you're saying, Ben, is the etiquette is if you plan on a second game afterwards, you put your change out for everyone to see on the machine.
No, I mean, well, it's like the old box arcades. You put a quarter, and you line them up the wall.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got next, or hey, okay. Like when I got this when you guys are done with this round, or when you die, or whatever. Okay. So if you're still going, I mean, typically you don't just hog a game. Like you play your round until you die or until you win or until it's over, and then you jump back in and rotate.
That's what I figured. I feel like one game is like 2 games is max. It should be and stuff. Man, we were getting the dirtiest fucking looks at these damn people. We had played a game. There was no one around us at all. No one around us. We start a second game. And these people come out of nowhere like, hey, we were waiting. It's like, they were like across the damn place and stuff like that. And it got a little heated a little bit. I was like, well, we already put our money in. No one was around us and everything. They're like, well, we've been waiting for you for a while. We've seen you playing for we saw you play 2 games. And I was like, we only played 1 fucking game, my guy, and stuff like that. So I never knew what exactly proper etiquette is. If no one's putting things out, I figured one of you guys would know.
Yeah, that's on them for not communicating, being like, hey, can we play after you guys are done? Yeah. Simple, done, conversation, like knocks that out of the park. And if not, come over with a little quarter. If it's it gets tricky if it's like a free to play like barcade. But if it's an arcade where you pay for the games, it's quarter etiquette.
You either communicate or you just have to not be a bitch.
Not be a bitch.
Just don't be a bitch.
Now. Yeah. What do you do if it's one of those arcades where it's the card that they have now? You swipe. You just lay a card down in all of them, line your cards up, no names on them. People just take them and shit.
No, I mean, I don't know of any arcades like that myself, but also just talk to the person, be like, hey, man, can I play after you? Or you wait behind the person. Like you start a line. Like you don't just wait across the room with a beer staring menacingly.
Yeah. This arcade is notorious for just like groups of just people who don't play video games. They just go in drinking and playing games and shit like that. So you don't get that properness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
By the way, new arcade game that I was having a blast at. You ever play Connect 4? Like the old Connect 4 game? They have a basketball Connect 4 now at this arcade that we went to.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Oh my God, that shit was so much fun. Basically, your standard shoot your hoops and everything like that. There's no time either. Like you take your time, you place your shot, It goes in, Connect 4, blah, 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 yada, yada. So much fun. I highly recommend it.
I would love that. I love all the basketball games at arcades. It's like one of my favorite things.
I know. You're a purist, Ben. Well, what's your go-to?
I'm not a purist. Mortal Kombat, obviously. And if they don't have Mortal Kombat, then it's either DDR or it's Terminator 2. If they have that, that'd be cool.
Ooh, good one.
If you got a good Terminator with the guns actually working with the fucking vibration and shit like that.
No. That's Terminator Salvation. No, Terminator 2 is the old box game where it's Terminator Salvation. Well, I put too much money into that one in the old movie theater.
Same.
But Time Crisis, if they have a working Time Crisis, specifically Time Crisis 2, that's done. I'll see you guys in 3 hours.
I love a good Time
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, or Turtles Through Time, whatever. Turtles in Time. That's a great one to play.
Solid choice.
Especially if it's free to play, you just keep hitting start and play through the whole thing.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
Are you any of y'all a pinball fan?
Depends on the machine. I do like pinball, but it's got to be a really interestingly laid out track and like a lot of cool options for where to put the ball.
The new ones can be cool. There's some cool ones with like the TV screens that actually like play whole animations and stuff. The Wizard of Oz pinball game, hands down, super good. But yeah, some of them can get a little wacky with.
Dude, I love the Lord of the Rings one. That
was fun.
Yeah. I always think about in Nashville, there's a pinball museum that me and Ben went to one time. You can either go in there and just look around for free because everything is playable, but it's literally a museum of pinball machines through history, like way back to when they were first being made. They have like extremely rare machines, and then they have a extended arcade with more rare like actual box games in the back.
Yeah.
Actually, what's the name of that game that's in Stranger Things that they're playing in season 2? That's
Dragon's
like
Lair.
one of the Dragon's Lair. It's like one of the hardest arcade games ever made. They have one of those, and there's only like a handful of them that work in the U.S.
Nice.
Still. But you pay, I forget how much it was. You pay like $15-$20, and it's like all you can play all day. And you're just going around to every single pinball game.
Hell yeah.
It was a blast. That was cool.
That is cool.
I gotta go back there.
I'm big into like old school Galaga and shit like that. Those are always my go-to if I see them. Just
I do
simple,
like Galaga.
Simple. You know, I don't like the gimmicky, like the ones you sit in a booth and you play and you're driving around like with it's moving for you and you got your gun going side to side and they always cost like $2 for 2 people to play. I don't.
Oh yeah, those are they're
like Jurassic Park or whatever and shit like that.
The ones you see in the mall.
Yeah,
the big boys. Yeah. Now I always liked the oh god, I can't remember. It was Route something. I don't think it was 66 though, because it was like something else.
Cruising USA.
Yes. Oh my god, the racing games like that are non-racetrack, like non-NASCAR.
Yeah,
those are some of the best ones too.
You just get stupid with it because they're going to guide you, kind of. You know, you just got to do the minor steering, like Mario Kart with training wheels on and shit. No, I played Cruising USA like crazy on Nintendo 64 with my neighbor back in the day. That was a fun one back then. Love a good racing game, of course. Love a good racing game. I can't stand. Well, I'm not a DDR fan. You mentioned that earlier. Were you one of those DDR purists back then?
I'm not a purist, but I can hold my own.
You can hold your own. Obviously, I'm a big boy. I don't like moving that fast, but I could not get into that at all.
Yeah, we were at the barcade, and I had like 3 beers in me. We were like playing a couple of like stuff, and I just like looked at it. I hold my beer, and there's this like all black, like dressed in all black, and just like angry looking kid. I get up there, just like hopping around, like jangling with my keys and everything. Yeah, it's a fun time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was never that guy.
Oh come on, Andrew! I could see you up there just dancing.
You could see me on DDR?
Yeah, okay. I could see you just getting
it's just rhythm. That's all it is. That's the best part.
Moving your hips, stomping your feet. No, not an Andrew thing.
Not an Andrew thing.
There was that video of me that Aaron took of me at remember that shitty ass putt place up in Vero Beach we went to one random like Tuesday or some shit.
Like in broad daylight, like just middle of the day, nobody there.
Back when we weren't working at all, and I think Aaron played hooky or some shit. Fruit Ninja. They had fucking Fruit Ninja in real life, and I'm just like,
I remember that as an arcade
game, crazy with it and stuff. I can spend a lot of money in arcade. It gets me.
I remember when you did at the Nickelodeon Hotel.
Oh my god.
He literally dropped like what, $1,000 or $2
at the arcade. No,
I specifically remember it being at least several $100 because you were hot off of the oil field money.
No, you're mistaken. I came home with like $3,000 in my pocket to spend on stupid shit. I spent that $3,000 in the whole 2 weeks I was home. I think I spent like $300, which is still an obscene amount of money at the arcade.
I remember it being more, but
I did not spend
it's still a lot.
I did not spend 4 digits at that little. It is like
that
it's like
Taylor
a
guitar
small arcade too. Like it's one of those like you find at a random like arcade at a movie theater. Like had like 10 things in it. I think I put like $50 in that ball drop though that wins like the grand prize and shit like that. You remember that one?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We were so bored at that damn hotel. That was so bad. That hotel was disgusting.
That was interesting.
But I bought my guitar that week.
Yeah, it was the same week.
Yeah, that's why I spent all my money. Arcade proper etiquette. Did we see Across the Spider-Verse? Oh
yes.
Wait, Andrew, you haven't. Come on,
I have not. I can take off my headphones real quick if you want to just gush.
We're not going to talk. The funniest thing that I see though is like everyone on TikTok. I don't know what it is. It's the same thing happening with like Diablo 4, but like the second a hot thing comes out, they're like, "Here's everything you need to know," and I'm like, "Okay, but I already know this."
Yeah,
and they're like, "Yeah, Donald Glover made another little cameo in it," and he's like, "And he's the reason for Miles Morales." I'm like, "Yeah, you didn't know that?" Like, what? Like Donald for Spider-Man? That was like
he made a cameo.
Oh, you just spoiled that.
He made a cameo in the first one.
No, he did.
He did?
Yeah, it was the episode of Community where he's wearing the Spider-Man shirt in his uncle's room. Yes, that's
he
playing.
He was in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, not like him acting, but like the scene,
the image of him
waking up. It still means he's in it.
Oh my god,
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
I gotta go back and look.
But yeah, he's the whole reason for Miles Morales, and everyone's like freaking out about it. I was like, yeah, I thought this was like common knowledge. But
that's still such a hilarious. That's still such a hilarious fact. I mean, it's so crazy. Just one little clip of him getting out of bed in Spidey PJs, and it's like, hey, let's make this character.
Yeah,
and now he's like an absolutely massive character.
I didn't know about all of that back in 2017 when Spider-Man Homecoming came out. So I didn't get the big deal of him playing Aaron,
the uncle
for that role in Homecoming ever since. And like, I've been waiting since then for something to come out of this. Like, why did y'all have Childish Gambino just for that role? But then I learned about that. I was like, it kind of makes sense. It's kind of funny that he did that role now.
Yeah,
he was the inspiration for Miles Morales, and everything kind of revolves around that.
They gotta bring Miles into the live action because he literally said, "Oh, I have a nephew in the neighborhood, and I don't like this stuff being around."
It's I'm pretty sure I've read some articles this week that it was announcing that they're working on a live action Miles movie now.
Yeah,
oh really?
So we should.
Well, and the one thing I will say from like that I did learn on TikTok, which is weird for me to say, is that in like the dub or the subtitles of, I think it was one of the international showings of the last Spider-Man movie, the live action one, where he becomes, everyone forgets him and all that stuff, that the neighbors he overhears is Miles's mom calling out for Miles, which was kind of cool. I was like, oh, a little Easter egg that he lives next to Miles Morales.
When he moves into his apartment by himself.
Yeah, at the very end. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So that was like a neat little thing, but
that could be an easy way to segue into the possibility of Miles going to the MCU and stuff. That's if they bring him into just MCU or just as Sony's property. So, I mean, I'm
actually excited to see where they go with Spider-Man 4 for the MCU one, because at the end of No Way Home, he finally feels like classic Spider-Man. He's just poor as hell, has a terrible life, makes his own clothes again. Finally,
he finally started.
I mean, is there going to be a number 4 though?
Yeah, it's in production now.
They're not going to let Tom Holland slip away or anything like that. That's
he's finally old enough to where they don't have to do the little kid thing anymore. So
I just remember Tom Holland making that comment where he doesn't want to be Spider-Man for the rest of his life. So I was just like,
I do remember that too.
Funny thing is he's officially the age Toby was when he first appeared as Spider-Man, and we have already. Is
he really?
Yeah, 27.
Dude, when he first appeared as Spider-Man, that man looked 30 years old too.
Toby,
that is crazy. Yeah.
Because maybe by the time the movie came out, he was 28-ish, almost 29 probably too.
I remember when that first came out. I mean, we were all kids, and I was like, it totally worked. Him as a high schooler to me in my brain, and going back and watching it now, I'm like, high school, really?
Joe, what is it? Joe Manganiello, like being
the bully. Yeah,
I wouldn't want to fight me neither.
I honestly did not like it as a child. I went and saw that first one in theaters, and
I loved it then.
I thought it was so corny in a way. And I was also, I can't remember, didn't X-Men come out before? I don't remember actually. I want to say it did. So like I was like, obviously I wasn't into the comics at the time, obviously back then. So, but I was like really into X-Men after the movie came out, and I think I remember like comparing it, thinking like, what the hell is this? I thought it was cheesy back then. So I never saw the second or third Spider-Man growing up like everyone else did. I never knew memes. I just watched them for the first time, I think like months before No Way Home came out. Or
really?
Yeah. Because there was all the speculations at the time that Toby and Andrew Garfield were going to be in No Way Home. I got the right movie, right? Yeah, Far From Home's the second one. So I was like, I need to know if there's like some Easter. I hate watching stuff and not knowing,
and missing out on the little things.
Stuff. That is my only gripe with watching Star Wars stuff right now, because I've never watched the Clone Wars. I've mentioned that.
You gotta watch Rebels.
Rebels and Clone Wars, yeah, especially with everything coming out. Like I didn't even bother to watch that Ahsoka trailer that came out.
Trailer, yeah, because it probably doesn't mean anything.
It's not gonna mean anything, dude.
Yeah. I didn't even bother. But so yeah, I didn't care for him that much. But Jade, Spidey is her man. That's her character. She's always so. Yeah. She's like, we're sitting down, we're watching all of them. I love the Andrew Garfield ones. I mean,
I thought they were just fine. I mean, the movies themselves were kind of all over the place, but I liked his portrayal.
Yeah, I like the graphics. His suit is probably my favorite live action suit in all of them, especially with his eyes and stuff. But yeah, I knew what happened, but I never got the jokes 100% about Spider-Man 3 with fucking Dark Spider-Man doing the dancing and shit like that.
Oh my god, dude. It's so bad, but also so good for the meme. Like just the jokes behind it make it good almost.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do like the second one, the Toby one of Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock in it.
That's the best one.
It's got its moments, but yeah, that's definitely the strongest of the trilogy.
Isn't that the one everyone says is the best, or is it the first one?
I don't know. I feel like most people would say Spider-Man 2 is the best.
I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the second one the most.
Spider-Man 2 is the better one. I mean, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is the best aspect of number one, but For 2 sure. as a whole is super good.
It was a shame that we lost him after one movie. I think that was another thing too. It's like when William Dafoe.
Okay, as the character, I was like, he didn't die. What?
No. Yeah.
R.I.P.
But yeah, that was. We had William Dafoe and all his characters come back in No Way Home, so I was happy. I finally watched them all, and like I had never seen Doc Ock on screen at all, so I didn't get the hype or anything about him. But yeah, he was fucking badass.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah. So, but damn it, Andrew, go see Across the Spider-Verse.
I want to.
Did you know it's the highest rated movie on IMDb for Marvel right now, out of all projects out there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you haven't seen whatever. I know you got a kid. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Well, that and usually if we want to go to the movies or something, I just drop Landon over with my parents for a few hours.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to let my
funny
mom
because
rest
y'all all used to go to the Marvel flicks together.
Yeah, I'm trying to let my mom rest up because she had a procedure recently, so I don't want to put anything on her to where she just has to sit there and can't play with them or anything like that.
Don't they have daycare still?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, and babysitters? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Drop it off at the dinosaur Uber driver. Jesus.
And cover all the sharp objects for like 2 hours, and you're fine.
Plug in all the outlets.
This man just said, "Drop it off."
Can't even get a drop the child off.
I don't trust anybody. I need to find someone that I do trust. I do need to, because it makes sense.
Just get Josh to watch the child. Come on.
Hell no.
Hey man, I'm looking for a job. I'll come bababysit.
There you go. Hey.
There you go.
Hey, he needs work. Help Uncle Ben out.
I'm gonna come home and Ben's gonna be blasting something throughout the house. And Landon's going to be just standing there doing windmills in the middle of the living room.
Would you be mad?
No, I wouldn't. I'd laugh my ass off. But...
I'm going to show up with like a bunch of inflatable cones and just like a little like rope ties and be like, all right, so here's the pit.
Let's go.
And what you want to do here. Spill some sippy juice on the floor so he knows how to, be aware of the slippery surroundings. Yeah, great time.
Y'all remember the video that went around during our scene days of the little girl with the heavy metal song?
Open up this pit!
Let's open up this pit! That's what I'm thinking right now. Wonder whatever happened to her, if she started a band or not.
I just walk in and Ben's standing there with a clipboard and a whistle around his neck.
Taking notes. Like,
you got to be more aware of that puddle.
Swing harder. All right, next week we're learning crowd killing. Get ready.
Andrew and Aaron walk at the door. He just starts beating the crowd.
Yeah. All right, this week's crowd killing. I come home and there's a ring of stuffed animals around the cones, and he's just going like on the stuffed animals around the ring.
Oh, shit. All right.
Oh man.
Any final words before we get out of here, y'all? I gotta go to the hospital. We need to go. That's legit.
Ben, you have any final words? Your skeleton is wet.
What? What did
Ain't that just the way things are?
Okay.
Indeed.
I'm just gonna come up with some obscure sentence that makes no sense and be like, here's my final words. Like a rambling lunatic on the porch. Like, 65 equals X.
What was that movie with the dude that's sleeping? He's just like, Jimmy Buffett. Do you remember that?
No.
I don't remember. I think it was some dumb Dane Cook movie or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways.
All I pictured is a 40-year-old virgin. Oh, Kelly Clarkson!
Oh, yeah.
That's my ringtone, and let me tell you what, it's the best when
ringtone.
When I get a text, like I'll be listening to some like beatdown music here and there. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I'll be listening to like, whatever, my hardcore music, all that jazz. And there's been several times where it'll start on a breakdown and get real quiet, and all you hear is, Kelly Clarkson! And it's like, honestly, if nobody's done a call out like that before, they need to work on it. That's my final words.
That used to happen to me all the time when I had the pork chop sandwiches ringtone. Listening to music, pork chop sandwiches, and go into something. Yeah.
Ding.
When I joined Below the Broken, I made my text tone that ting. It sounded like a China symbol, just a little. Like you're about to die in the mosh pit type ting. Just because I wanted it to go off so bad at the perfect timing for like we were playing, like practicing, and it happened one time at practice with me and Shane just jamming on guitar, and I was like, well, I can die happy now. That was all I wanted. So
it happens. I quit.
Just walk out. Hand over. All right, we're getting out of here. Y'all hear the music? Any last word, Andrew? Say it.
Your skeleton's wet.
Okay, there it is. All right, we're out. Safe toodles. Everyone said bye. Damn it, God.
I'm just letting it fade. I'm just stopping with that.
Let it fade.
Yeah, let it fade.
All right.
Fade stuff. Yeah.
Faded. Do you want me to stop it for the intro, or do you want to keep going?
No, let's just keep going.
Okay.
It'll be easier.
Sounds good.
Ben's face is frozen in a smirk right now.
I'm disturbed. What did we say?
I actually can't tell if it's really frozen or not.
It ain't frozen.
He's so still.
I'm like shaking mildly. I'm like,